Hello everyone, here we are at question 2, and we have to find the for loop that matches the while loop given. So first we want to find out what the while loop does and what it outputs. So we have k starting at 0, and in each iteration of the while loop, it'll get printed out first, then incremented by 1 second. So just writing a few of them out, we have first 0, then it'll get incremented to 1, it'll print 1 since 1 is still less than 10, and 2, and 3, and we can extrapolate and see that goes all the way up till 9, and then once k reaches 10, it will not stay in the while loop. So we need to find which for loop amongst A, B, C, and D that will match 0 through 9. So first off, we can check the headers of each for loop and see which ones match up. From looking at it, we can see that C and D have I starting at 1. And this way, when they print, they'll both not start at 0, and we can right away cross out C, cross out D, because in no way can they match the output of the while loop above. So that was really easy. We can just keep it to A and B now. Let's start from A. It's a pretty simple for loop, starts from 0, goes up till but not including 10, and it'll print out whatever I is each time, incrementing by 1 in each iteration. So we're going to have 0, then 1, 2, and again, we can extrapolate. It'll keep doing the same things all the way up to 9, and then it'll stop at 10. So here we have A as our answer. And just as a quick sanity check, we can see that B fails because even though it does start at 0 and goes up until not including 10, just like part A, there's an extra I equals I plus 1 hidden in the middle. So as it goes through here, and as it increments I here, each time it'll go up by 2s. Now we can head over to part 2. Same question, but a different while loop. This time we have k being incremented as the first step, then being printed out as the second step of the while loop. So what will that look like? K will start at 0, but it'll get incremented to 1 first, then get printed, loop around, 2, 3, and keep on going up and up and up. And finally, what will we reach? Well, we know we'll get to 8, k is less than 10. It gets incremented by 1, it'll become 9 and get printed out. Then it'll get incremented one more time and get printed out before finally k being equals 10 will exit out of the while loop. So now we have the range 1 through 10, and we need to find the corresponding for loop. We can go through them one by one. First off, we have A, where I goes from 0 up until including 10, which will look like 0, 1, 2, dot, dot, 9, 10, and that's not what we want. We don't want the 0, so not A. Then B, we have same header, but with an increment in the body. And since, like we saw up above, it'll increment I by 2 every single iteration. I'll start skipping through. We do not want that either. We can cross out B, then we arrive at C. We start at 1, go up until including 10, and simply just print it out each time without doing any extra steps inside the body. Will that give us 1, 2, 3, dot, 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 all the way up to and including 10, which is what we want. So C is our answer, and that's it.